Once upon a time, in a vast green forest filled with life, laughter, and hidden mysteries, there lived a young monkey named Milo. Milo was known throughout the forest for his energy and bright spirit. He could leap from branch to branch faster than most, and he loved exploring new places. But more than anything else, Milo had a mind that never rested. He always asked questions. Why is the sky so high? Why do the rivers never stop moving? Why do some rules exist? While other monkeys were happy to simply live and play, Milo wanted to understand everything. Deep in the center of that forest stood a tree unlike any other. It was called the Forbidden Tree. Its trunk was dark and ancient, its roots spread wide like they held secrets of the earth itself, and its fruits were the most beautiful things anyone had ever seen. They shined like gold in the sunlight, glowing softly as if they carried a light from within. But there was one rule, a rule so important that every animal, young or old, knew it by heart. Never eat the fruit from the forbidden tree. No one dared to break it. The elders warned them constantly. "It is not a normal fruit," said the old turtle. "It carries consequences," added the wise owl. "Some knowledge comes at the wrong time," whispered the wind through the leaves. But no one ever explained more than that. And for Milo, that was a problem. One evening, as the sun slowly disappeared behind the hills, Milo sat next to his mother on a high branch. "Mother," he began, "why are we not allowed to eat the fruit from the forbidden tree?" His mother looked at him calmly. "Because it is forbidden." Milo frowned. "But why is it forbidden?" His mother paused before answering. "Because not everything that looks good is meant for you." "That still doesn't explain it," Milo said quietly. His mother smiled gently. "Some lessons cannot be explained. They must be experienced. But that doesn't mean you should go looking for them." Milo went silent. But inside him, something had already begun to grow. Days passed, but Milo could not forget the tree. Every time he climbed high, he tried to look toward the center of the forest. Every time he heard the elders repeat the warning, his curiosity grew stronger. What are they hiding? Why won't they tell us the truth? What if the fruit is actually something good? One day, while the others were busy playing near the river, Milo stayed behind. His heart beat faster. "This is my chance," he whispered, and before he could change his mind, he left. The journey was longer than he expected. The deeper he went, the quieter the forest became. The cheerful sounds of birds and monkeys slowly faded away. Even the wind seemed to stop. Milo began to feel something strange, a small fear, but his curiosity pushed him forward. Finally, he saw it, the forbidden tree. It stood tall and silent, as if it had been waiting for him. The golden fruits glowed softly, more beautiful than he had ever imagined. Milo swallowed. This is it. For a moment, he hesitated. He remembered his mother's words. He remembered the warnings. He remembered the rule. But then he looked at the fruit again, and his curiosity won. Slowly, Milo began to climb. The higher he went, the heavier the air felt. It was as if the tree itself was watching him. When he finally reached the top, the fruit was right in front of him, golden, perfect, tempting. Milo reached out his hand. He paused one last time. Then he took a bite. At first it tasted incredible, sweet, rich, unlike anything he had ever known. Milo smiled. See, nothing happened. But before he could finish, everything changed. The light around him dimmed, the air turned cold, and suddenly, Milo felt something deep inside his mind. A flood of visions. He saw animals arguing over small things. He saw friendships breaking because of pride. He saw lies destroying trust. He saw selfish choices hurting others. Then, he saw himself, ignoring advice, breaking rules, thinking he knew better than everyone else. Milo's heart raced. The sweetness of the fruit turned bitter in his mouth. This is wrong," he whispered. Fear filled him, not fear of the forest, but fear of what he now understood. Panicking, Milo dropped the fruit and rushed down the tree. He climbed faster than he ever had before, his hands shaking, his thoughts spinning. When he reached the ground, the forest slowly returned to normal. The birds began to sing again. The wind moved through the trees again. But Milo was no longer the same. He walked back home slowly, his head down. When his mother saw him, she immediately knew. "Milo," she said softly, "what did you do?" Tears filled his eyes. "I ate the fruit." There was silence. Then she sat beside him. "What did you learn?" she asked gently. Milo took a deep breath. "I learned that not all rules are meant to stop us. Some are meant to protect us." He paused. "And I learned that curiosity without wisdom can lead to pain." His mother nodded. "Now you understand." From that day on, Milo was still curious, but he became wiser. He asked questions, but he also learned to listen. He explored, but he respected boundaries. He grew, not just in strength, but in understanding. And whenever the young monkeys asked about the forbidden tree, Milo would simply say, "Some things may look beautiful, but not everything beautiful is meant for you."